Liverpool have confirmed the appointment of Georg Schmadtke as the club's new sporting director. The former goalkeeper will officially begin his new role on Thursday, June 1, subject to the completion of regular work permit formalities, having spent 4 years in the same role at Bundesliga outfit Wolfsburg. Schmadtke will replace the outgoing Julian Ward, who had spent more than a decade working at Melwood and is credited for the star arrivals of Mohamed Salah, Alisson and Virgil van Dijk. The German, though, is not without his fair share of stellar acquisitions, as investigate 10 of Schmadtke's greatest signings at FC Köln, Hanover and Wolfsburg. Liverpool appoints sporting director who's already looking to finalise arrivals Didier Ikonen. Rosenborg to Hanover. There's a strong argument to be made that Didier Ikonen is Georg Schmadtke's most successful transfer. Picked up for a measly £500,000 from Norwegian outfit Rosenborg, the forward recorded 9 goals in his debut season as Hanover beat the drop on the final day of the league campaign. The Ivory Coast international went on to become Hanover's 4th highest scoring player in the club's Bundesliga history, bagging 40 goals in 131 appearances for the top-flight strugglers. Anthony Modeste. Hoffenheim to FC Köln. Anthony Modeste endured a torrid spell at Blackburn Rovers towards the back end of the 2011-12 season, where he managed more red cards than goals across his 9 Premier League outings. But Schmadtke saw enough promise in the forward to persuade Köln manager Peter Stoger into handing him a 4-year contract. The Frenchman rewarded his new employers by netting a hat-trick on his competitive debut, his first goal coming after just 45 seconds. He ended his first spell at the Bundesliga side with 45 goals in 73 appearances. Lars Stindl. Karlsruher to Hanover. Schmadtke had to fend off interest from the majority of the Bundesliga to seal the arrival of Lars Stindl in the summer of 2010, the goal-scoring midfielder joining the Heinz von Heiden Arena club on a free transfer. Stindl would spend 5 successful years in Lower Saxony, racking up over 150 appearances. He later rejected a move to Anfield in favour of joining Borussia Mönchengladbach upon the expiration of his contract. Now aged 34, the 11-capped German international will leave the Fohls at the end of the current campaign. Wout Weghorst. AS Alkmaar to Wolfsburg. Despite an atrocious spell at Manchester United, in which he failed to bag a single goal in 17 Premier League appearances, beforehand Wout Weghorst was tearing up the Bundesliga on a weekly basis. The League Cup winner averaged just shy of a goal every other game during his 3.5-year stay at the Volkswagen Arena, scoring 70 goals in 144 games. Weghorst was signed by Schmadtke from AS Alkmaar for £10 million and made Wolfsburg a tidy profit when he was sold to Burnley for £12 million. Mame Baram Diouf. Man Utd to Hanover. Yet another forward who was unable to hack it on loan at Ewood Park. Mame Baram Diouf was plucked from Man Utd in the 2012 January transfer window. Diouf scored the only goal of the Europa League round of 16 second leg as Hanover defeated Club Brugge 3-1. He also netted home and away as Atletico Madrid triumphed in the quarter-final stage. The forward spent 2.5 seasons on the books at Hanover, rattling home 35 goals in 71 showings, before returning to the Premier League with Stoke City. Maxence Lacroix. Sochaux to Wolfsburg. A peripheral figure in the French second division, Many eyebrows were raised when Schmadtke persuaded Wolfsburg to hand out a 4-year deal to Maxence Lacroix in the summer of 2020. The centre-back has since become a mainstay in the backline of one of the Bundesliga's meanest defences. Now aged 23, the France U21 international was an attempted signing by RB Leipzig 2 years ago. Relegated duo Leicester City and Southampton also hold a firm interest. Ron Robert Zieler, Manchester United to Hanover. Ron Robert Zieler saw his path blocked to the Man Utd first team by Edwin van der Sar, Ben Foster and Tomasz Kuszczak in the summer of 2010, opting to leave for pastures new and the promise of regular football. Schmadtke persuaded the goalkeeper that Hanover was the ideal home for him to further his development and, barring a 3-year stint away from the club at Leicester and Stuttgart, he remains there to this day. Zieler was handed the captain's armband in 2015, before his departure to the King Power, and he resumed the role shortly after his return. Emmanuel Pogatetz, Middlesbrough to Hanover. A key figure for Steve McLaren and Gareth Southgate at Middlesbrough, where he was later made club captain. Emmanuel Pogatetz was picked up on a free transfer by Schmadtke in 2010, after failing to lead Boro back to the Premier League. The Austria international made 57 Bundesliga appearances for Hanover as they recorded 3 top 10 finishes. The club also reached the Europa League for the first time in their history by securing 4th spot in his debut campaign. Leonardo Bittencourt, Hanover to FC Köln. Unable to force his way into Borussia Dortmund's title-battling side under Jurgen Klopp, Leonardo Bittencourt dropped down a division to join Hanover, making 57 outings before FC Köln saw fit to fork out £5 million on the creative midfielder. The addition of Bittencourt helped the West German outfit secure Europa League football for the first time since 1993. Amid interest from Tottenham Hotspur, the midfielder left for Hoffenheim after Köln's relegation to the second tier. Jérôme Roussillon, Montpellier to Wolfsburg. Spending 5 seasons on the books at Wolfsburg, Jérôme Roussillon's £4 million arrival prompted an instant revival to the upper echelons of the Bundesliga. Finishing the previous campaign in 16th, and only avoiding relegation via a 2-legged playoff win over Holstein Kiel, Wolfsburg ended the following term in 6th, returning the club to Europe after a 3-year absence. A versatile left-sided player, Roussillon made just shy of 150 appearances for the club before linking up with Union Berlin for the 2022-23 season. Liverpool most likely signings summer 2023. I think that can be the last game of Alexis and Moises. I am really sorry, said Brighton manager Roberto De Zerbi after the Seagulls' 2-1 defeat to Aston Villa. They are 2 great people and 2 great players. Mac Allister is expected to join Liverpool in the summer transfer window but will face competition from Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. Mason Mount and Youri Tielemans have also been tipped with a move to Anfield as Jurgen Klopp sets about revamping the Reds' aging midfield. Odds courtesy of Betfair.